Barban seemed to be the favourite for pole position in Hungary, setting the fastest laps in the first two sessions. However, after struggling to get a lap together in Q3, he was only able to manage second fastest. Smith picked up his third pole position, beating Barban's by 25 thousandths of a second. Takubi picked up third and Zyros qualified in P4.
Alright, so we have got the 5 lights on now. Drivers looking up to the lights, and we are underway racing here at the Hungary ring. Decent start from Smith, decent start from Barbans as well, as he is gaining on the Red Bull down towards turn 1. Is he going to have a look to the inside? Takubi going to try and look round the outside of the Aston Martin. Here comes Zyros up the inside as well. They're all getting through turn 1 relatively cleanly, but it's Barbans stuck behind Smith up at the front. Takubi and Zyros wheel to wheel down into turn number 2. The Ferrari trying to go round the outside of the V-Carb. Can he get the grip on the outside? Now the inside for turn 3, trying to squeeze his way past. They're still wheel to wheel as they make the run down towards turn 4, but it looks like Zyros is starting to edge ahead, still wheel to wheel all the way through here, through the first sector, and now the inside once again for turn 5 for Zyros, and he finally gets the move done up into P3, but the top 2 already starting to break away, almost 7 tenths clear into the chicane. Now Orax having a look, fighting with Mars through the chicane, gets the move done up into P8. It's not usually a place you see an overtake happen, but Orax gets the move done on the McLaren. And that is a very nice move from him. Smith still leading up at the front. Barbans 3 tenths behind. Zyros starting to close that gap a little bit. Now down to 6 tenths. Takubi in P4, another 6 tenths further behind. Way down towards turn 1, down the inside goes the McLaren driver, trying to squeeze his way past. He's on those hard tyres, remember, trying to find a way past. Those mediums going to get a bit of extra initial grip as they start to warm up, trying to go now round the outside, down at turn 2. Doesn't quite have the grip though, it seems, to try and stick it around the outside, so unfortunately has to back out of that one, and for the time being, Berkey going to stay down in P8. Gets in his mirrors, but unfortunately nothing he can do through there. Josh taking his normal line, stays confident, although a bit of a mistake there through turn 8. Kills are right on the back of the Aston Martin. Could there be a chance down onto the brakes into turn 12 if he gets close enough to the back of the Aston Martin? Lost a little bit of time through turn 11. Has to sit behind once again. The DRS is broken for these guys, so Shuriken not going to get DRS. Josh starting to drop off a little bit from the kick-sabber, and here comes Kilzer down the inside into 13. Now the outside for turn 14, the final corner. Takubi's right on the back of this as well. Could try and capitalise up at the front. Barbers has got past Smith for the race lead, but further back, Kilzer is holding on. Takubi also going to come past, trying to go down the inside. Too wide and too wide further behind as well. V-Carb and Alpine, V-Carb and Alpine. Again, we got some contact into the barriers. Josh and Go Ghosty come together. They tag wheels. Berkey still sticking to the back of the Ferrari as well. In fact, he's slightly closer this time around. This is really helping Berkey, towing him along on those hard compound tyres. If we do see another safety car, that could bring him very nicely into contention. Barbans now fighting with Kills, trying to go round the outside down at turn 13. Looks like he's going to get the move done, at least for the inside now into the final corner. And Barbans gets himself up to P6. He's going to set his sights now immediately after Dragonflies. No DRS for the V-Carb. Can he get 2 moves in 2 corners? ICU sets the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Barbans now down the inside on the V-Carb. Gets himself up into P5. And it's going to be a nice chunk of clean air all the way up to Takubi, the next driver up the road. Those are also getting pretty close. Here comes Shan on towards the Alpine driver. Going to have a look to the inside. Almost 3 wide there as Kilzer turns the defense into an attack down the inside on Dragonflies. Gets himself up into P9, but Dragonflies gets the cutback, gets the attack, gets the inside line for turn 2 crucially, and gets himself back ahead of the Alpine driver. Shan trying to look for the up and under, trying to get that switchback. Can't quite get a good enough exit though. Maybe as they power down to turn 4, going to try and have a look here, but can't. Still find a way through back up into those points paying positions, but he is gaining very, very rapidly. And Barbans now up into the podium positions, only 7 seconds behind Zyros as well. Shan going to be sizing up potentially a double overtake here down the start-finish straight on the back of Kilzer, who's on the back of Dragonflies. Let's see what they can do. Dragonflies breaking the toe down towards turn 1. Kilzer's gaining, Shan's gaining. Who's going to go for the move? Kilzer down the inside on the pair on Dragonflies. They go deep though, and that's going to allow Shan to get the cutback. Gets himself the double overtake into turn 1. Mars also getting into this. He also going to try and get the double overtake. He's got past Dragonflies. He's trying to go around the outside of Kilzer as well through turn 2 into turn 3. Mars gets the move done as well up into P10. Kilzer still right on his inside as they head down towards turn 4. Can't quite find a way through though. Mars into the points now. Let's have a look as well. Is Takubi going to make his way onto the podium here? It's going to be very close. The gap, 3.2 as they make their way out of the final corner, but Barber's going to win his home race. Zyros dropping with the penalty. Smith up to P2. Where does Takubi finish? P4. He can't quite sneak onto the podium. That was very close come the end. ICU, P5, Orax, Shan, Go Ghosty, Berkey, and Shuriken round out the top 10. Black Fridays comes home in P11 and then kills the Swifty Black Fridays.
An early safety car gave us a split strategy, with some drivers pitting early for hard tyres. Once all the pit stops had been completed, Zyros was leading by 14 seconds, but Barbans was catching fast with his newer tyres. A late safety car closed the pack together and gave us a close fight to the line. Zyros crossed the line in first, however a track limits penalty gave Barbans his first home win. Smith also gained a position from time penalties to come home in second, while Zyros dropped to third.